Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Taurus for the month of September 2022. How are all my Tauruses doing out there? I hope you are achieving wonderful things. I hope you're staying committed to the task at hand. I hope the month of August was a change for the better for you. I hope things are a little bit easier. We do see by the cards that the anxiety is slowly going away. Dear Taurus, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Taurus. In the past position, we have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. In the challenging position, we have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Tower. In the present position, we have the Ten of Cups, great card, a wish coming true for you. That's going to make you really, really happy and is going to open up opportunities for you. The Seven of Cups is in the clarifying position. And then we do have the Temperance in the future outcome position towards the end of September, beginning of October. The Divine is advising for you to take things, somewhat cautiously, to be patient as well. And the Temperance is clarified by the Ace of Wands. We do see that in the month of September, there's one little hurdle you may need to overcome. The Nine of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. But let's start from the beginning. In the past position, we do have the Nine of Swords, which is a card feeling anxiety and worry about something. We see this person who's not sleeping well and kind of tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking about the future or thinking about the past and realizing that something went wrong or something wasn't done the way it needed to be done. The Nine of Swords is a heavy card. It's a card of, feeling worry and not being able to let something go, not being able to relax, not being able to receive, good vibrations. Because you're simply not rested enough. There is that internal tension that keeps the negativity coming around and kind of keeps you stuck in a dark, overwhelming sort of place, if you will, internally speaking. It may be that you were worried about the money and that you were kind of trying to juggle finances, trying to pay one bill and, not have enough money to pay the other bill. It's definitely difficult to not worry about money, especially when the income is relatively little, and you have a bunch of bills to pay, or you have a bunch of responsibilities. Maybe you have children, maybe you have projects happening and you need to cover those resources. Maybe you are in the middle maybe you were in the middle of like a remodeling, and you needed resources for that. The good thing is that this combination is behind you. It, however, does still have a lingering effect on the way you are moving forward, the choices that you make as you are moving forward. And so it's important to drink plenty of water. Water is absolutely essential. It's important to take walks in nature, to stay in your own frame, to stay centered. You definitely want to make sure that you are thinking about attracting wonderful vibrations that can elevate your frequency and make worry manageable. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Ace of Swords that is clarified by the Tower, which is an interesting combination. The Ace of Swords definitely means there may be some misunderstanding when it comes to communication. So in the month of September, watch what you say. Be careful with the words that you choose. Make sure that you think about what you're saying. be kind of careful and be prepared for different communications, right? Always move towards the positive, if you can, because there could be a situation in the month of September where someone misinterprets your words, or you will have a difficulty getting your point across. You also have to watch out for a little bit of a deception in the month of September. There could be someone who's not really behaving appropriately, and so there's the breakthrough that you need to have could be a little bit delayed. We do see the Tower in the clarifying position, which tells me that again, delays may be affecting your mood. They can be affecting your emotions as well. You may not be able to see facts clearly because of miscommunication or this deception that may be happening. And watch for feeling overwhelmed. Make sure that you take a task and break it down. If you take a difficult task and you break it down, it becomes much more manageable. But there's definitely better communication that needs to be happening with someone who is important to you. I wouldn't dwell on the Tower card here. The Tower does bring a little bit of a chaos and transformation into our life, but when it appears in the challenging position, there's delays in the transformation, right? There's delays in the change that must happen, and so the chaos continues. When you think that you've resolved something and put something to bed, that situation may not be resolved. So do be careful in the month of September when it comes to making decisions, and check the facts on your own independently, rather than believing everything that the person says. Double check, triple check. But the good thing is, like I mentioned, this is in the clarifying position. So it's not like there's a major event that is going to shake up your life. You are rightfully worried about a little bit of deception and miscommunication, and maybe not really rational behavior of someone around you. But it is not something that you cannot manage. You have the tools to overcome this. You have the resources. You have the mental capacity. You are strong. You're a Taurus. I mean, come on. Very, very strong. You are a force of nature in your own right. You are able to be patient. You are able to come up with different, problem-solving skills as well. So it's not something that's going to delay things much, like more to the point where it's going to affect something, in a serious way. There may be a little bit of disappointments. You have to be prepared for that. But there's also a major wish granting event that will happen because you have the 10 of Wands. Breakthrough, new feelings, celebration, a dream coming true, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, right where it matters the most. It could be that you are finally feeling on the same vibrational kind of wavelength with someone you love. It may be you are going to forgive someone and someone will forgive you, and you will rejoice and reunite, and have harmony and balance between you two. Maybe it's a friend or a loved one, or something positive at work. There's definitely, you're going to experience good fortune in the month of September, and you're going to be really, really happy about it. Your emotions are going to be in alignment. Remember how I always say that your heart, your mind, and your soul have to be aligned in order for you to be your most optimal self and manifest things and just feel like you're really driving your own life, like you're in charge, like you're moving in the direction where you want to be. You do see the 7 of Cups in the clarifying position, which tells me there may be some choices coming up. Make sure with choices that you remember that just because you have choices doesn't mean you have to make a choice. When something is offered, like just because a door is open to you doesn't mean you have to walk through that door, because time is of the essence. Don't, make sure you don't make the wrong choice, because choices can be there to distract you, and you have to be aware of that. Now, in the future outcome position, you do have the Temperance card, which is wonderful. You have an angel of protection. You have a guidance that is being given to you by the divine. And Temperance here is saying, be patient, focus on healing, take the middle road, kind of compromise. Don't be so extreme, if you will. Take it a little bit easy. Try new things, stick your toe in the water, if you will. As you're trying and mixing different situations to create a better situation in your life, make sure you are patient with yourself. Make sure you're patient with the others. And yeah, the Temperance is a master alchemist. She likes to kind of work with different elements to combine different elements to create one element, if you will. So that's what you're trying to do. You also have the Ace of Wands, which is going to bring you potential and a new beginning, a new opportunity, with something. So maybe you could use that to your advantage and become more abundant than you are. Take a little risk, experience that breakthrough, but make sure you kind of temper yourself. Make sure that you don't move too fast. Don't make decisions too quickly. Kind of weigh different options and move forward carefully. There will be challenges, even with having this breakthrough and creating a better life for yourself. There's always challenges as we move through life. So it's important to remember that, on the horizon, at the end of September, you're going to have a new blessing, a new breakthrough, a new opportunity, and more of your potential is going to be realized, because, dear Taurus, you have stood the test of time. You have learned the lessons that have been presented to you. You have successfully overcome worries and anxieties. You have successfully managed miscommunications. You have successfully juggled different priorities in your life. Give yourself credit for all the things that you have successfully accomplished up to this point. But let's see what we can clarify with the Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards that I pulled earlier. And we have Mirror Guardian. Take the time to reflect. We also have the Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. The Mirror Guardian is all about reflecting on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the Mirror Guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to do that as well. The Fire Guardian is all about your passions. What do you want? What are your desires? You're being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire. If you recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. When this card shows up, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by the divine. What a wonderful card. Focus on your desires. Explore your passionate side. Explore the romantic side. What do you enjoy when it comes to romance? Is it poetry? Is it, candlelight dinners? Is it walks on the beach? Is it wearing something? Maybe a specific perfume that makes you kind of feel connected to your desires. How can you become more romantic? How can you become more connected to that sexual force, to that sexual power that lives inside you, that needs to come out, that needs to be expressed? What can you do to kind of realize that potential? It's important to address that, as we do see that the divine brought it to your attention in this reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Taurus. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.